Hello everybody, my name is Dragon. Welcome back my channel Health Fitness 1047. Here is the episode new. Follow me.
Squid Game Season 2 will premiere on December 26, 2024 with many notable changes in characters and plot. The main character Seong Ji-hun, played by Lee Jung-jae, is no longer an unwilling player but has become an active antagonist, carrying a grudge and the desire to overthrow the cruel system of the game. The story takes place 3 years after Season 1, when Ji-hun returns to the death arena, confronting frontman Lee Byung-hun head-on. Director Wang Dong-hyuk affirmed that Season 2 will still maintain the philosophy of simple rules, complex emotions with many new games, larger scale and deeper emotional details. The confrontation between Ji-hun and frontman will be the focus, along with many new characters such as IMC Won, Kong Ha-neul, Park Byu-young. Notably, the teaser reveals the scene where Ji-hun is awakened and rejoins with the old code, 456, showing that the haunted loop has not ended. The message "the game is not over yet" makes viewers even more curious and eager to wait. 1. The change of the main character, from victim to rebel Ji-hun in Part 2 represents a character model, awakening after tragedy. Different from the naive and helpless image in Part 1. He has now become a person with a mission, not to survive, but to overthrow. Returning to the game not for money, but to save others, brings this character from individual to collective. From selfish to sacrificial, a profound and highly symbolic psychological transformation. 2. The philosophy of simple rules, complex emotions. This is the core of the success of Part 1 and continues to be maintained in Part 2. The games seem innocent and familiar, but it is that simplicity that makes the consequences become colder and more inhuman. It makes the audience constantly change their emotions, from childhood nostalgia to shuddering before death. 3. The confrontation between the two sides of the system. If Ji-hun is the voice of the people, who were once crushed by the system and now rebel, then frontman is the one who was once a victim but chose to cooperate with power. This is not just a personal battle but a symbol of the larger conflict between awakening and submission. The fact that frontman wears a player uniform in the teaser shows that he is no longer the controller, but will directly engage, maybe for an unexpected reason, even to challenge Ji-hun. 4. Expanding the world and increasing complexity. The addition of new characters, both well-known actors and new faces, suggests that Season 2 will not be just a sequel, but an expanded world. As director Wang has shared, Seasons 2 and 3 will be connected, suggesting an emerging Squid Game universe, in which each player is a piece of a larger social picture. Squid Game 2 is not just a sequel, but also a test of director Wang Dong-hyuk's own mettle. He not only has to continue a global phenomenon, but also answer burning questions. Is Ji-hun's rebellion possible? Can an individual overthrow a system built on fear and greed? Season 1 asked the question, what can humans do to survive? Season 2, in contrast, asks, what will humans do after surviving? This is a philosophical, political, and social question, especially in a global context witnessing radicalization, polarization, and hidden class wars. In addition, the presence of famous faces such as T.O.P., Big Bang, is also controversial, showing that the media pressure and public expectations are weighing heavily on Part 2. The mixed reactions of the audience to T.O.P.'s return partly show the public's sensitivity when real-life characters enter a world full of social symbols like Squid Game. Finally, director Wang continues to maintain the spirit of the traditional game but innovates it in a global, multi-layered direction. making Squid Game 2 not only an entertaining film but also a mirror reflecting society, where the simpler the rules of the game, the more nakedly human nature is exposed.